Account for. Account for means to explain or provide a reason for something. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, why were you late for the meeting this morning?
Sorry about that. I got caught in traffic.
Okay, that accounts for it. Let's get started.
Act on. To act on something means to take action or make a decision based on information or advice that you have received. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, I'm not sure if I should take this new job offer. What do you think?
Well, you should act on the advice of your career counselor. They have your best interests at heart.
Act out. To act out means to dramatize or perform something, often in an exaggerated or over-the-top manner, to express emotions or to make a point. Let's see an example.
Hey Jane, what's the matter? You seem upset.
Ugh, I had a terrible day at work. My boss was yelling at me for no reason.
That's not fair. Did you tell him how you felt?
No, I was too scared. But I wish I could just act out and tell him how I really feel.
Act up. The phrasal verb act up means to misbehave or not work properly. Let's see an example. Hey, Tony, have you finished fixing the printer yet?
I'm trying, but it's acting up again.
Add in. To add something in means to include something extra or additional to a sentence, conversation, story, or any other activity. Let's see an example. I think we should add in a trip to the beach since the weather is going to be great.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We can spend the day there and have some fun.
Add up. When you say that something adds up, it means that it makes sense, is reasonable or logical, or is consistent with the other things you know about a situation. Let's see an example.
I heard that Tom is out sick again today. He's missed a lot of work recently.
Yeah, that's true. He must be really sick.
I'm not sure if everything adds up, though. I saw him out shopping yesterday.
Really? That doesn't add up. Maybe he's faking it.
Agree with. To agree with someone means to share the same opinion or to be in conformity with someone's viewpoint. Let's see an example.
Tony, do you like chocolate ice cream?
Yes, I do. Why do you ask?
Because I don't like it at all, it's too sweet for me.
I see. Well, everyone has different tastes, and that's okay.
I agree with you on that. Aim at. The phrasal verb aim at means to direct one's efforts or actions towards a particular goal or target. Let's see an example.
What are your plans for the future?
I am aiming at becoming a successful entrepreneur.
Answer back. To reply to someone in a rude or disrespectful manner. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you finished your work yet?
Why are you always nagging me about my work? Leave me alone.
Ask after. The phrasal verb ask after means to inquire about someone's well-being or to check on someone's health or condition. Let's see an example.
Hey, have you talked to Mike lately?
Yeah. I ran into him at the grocery store last week. Why?
Well, I heard he was sick and had to miss work. I just wanted to ask after his health.
Oh, I see. Well, he seemed fine when I saw him, but I can't say for sure.
Ask around. To ask a group of people for information, recommendations, or opinions. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, I was thinking about trying a new restaurant for dinner tonight. Do you have any recommendations?
I'm not sure. Why don't you ask around and see if anyone else has any suggestions? Ask for. The phrasal verb ask for means to make a request for something, usually by speaking or writing to someone. Let's see an example.
I'm really craving pizza tonight, but I don't feel like cooking. Tony, can you ask for delivery?
Sure, I'll call the pizzeria and ask for delivery. What toppings do you want?
Ask in.
Ask in is a phrasal verb that means to invite someone into your home or to a particular place. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony. Do you want to come in and have some coffee?
Sure, thanks for asking me in.
Ask out. To ask someone on a date for a romantic or social outing. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony. I was wondering if you'd like to go see that new movie with me this weekend?
Sure, that sounds like fun. I'd love to.
Ask over. To invite someone to come to your home or to a social event. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, do you have any plans for this weekend?
Not really, what's up?
I'm having a small get-together at my place on Saturday night. Would you like me to ask over you and few others?
Back away. Back away means to move backwards or away from something or someone. Let's see an example.
Tony, what happened to your hand? It looks like it's burning.
I accidentally touched the stove while I was cooking.
Oh no. You should put some ointment on it.
I tried, but it's still painful.
Maybe you should see a doctor.
No way, I hate going to the doctor's office.
Don't back away from getting medical attention. If you don't take care of it, it could get infected.
Back down. Back down means to withdraw or retract one's position or a demand in a dispute or challenge. Let's see an example.
I don't want to go to that party tonight. It's too late and I have to wake up early tomorrow.
Come on, Jane. You promised you'd come. Don't back down now.
Back off. To step away or retreat from a situation or person in order to create distance or decrease intensity. Let's see an example.
Hey, what's going on? Why are you following me?
I just wanted to talk to you. I didn't mean to scare you.
Well, you are. Can you please back off and give me some space?
Sure, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Back out. To back out means to withdraw or retreat from a commitment or promise. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, are you still coming to the party tonight?
Sorry, Jane, I have to back out. My boss just called me in for a last-minute meeting.
Back up. The phrasal verb back up means to move backwards or to support or substantiate something. Let's see an example. Tony, can you please back up your claim that you're the best singer in our choir?
Sure, I won the lead solo in our last concert and the audience gave me a standing ovation.
Bear down. To focus or concentrate on something with intensity and force. Let's see an example.
Tony, we need to bear down and finish this project before the deadline.
I know, I'm trying to concentrate, but this noise is distracting me. Bear out. Bear out is a phrasal verb that means to support or confirm the truth or accuracy of something. Let's see an example.
Tony, I am about to buy a used car, but I am not sure if it's worth the price.
Do you know the car history, Jane?
No, the car dealer did not give me any information.
Why don't you ask Peter? He's really good with cars and can bear out whether or not that car is worth the price.
Bear up. To bear up means to remain strong and resilient in the face of adversity, challenges, or difficulties. Let's see an example.
How are you holding up after your breakup with David?
I'm trying to bear up. It's been tough, but I'm taking it one day at a time.
Bear with. Bear with is a phrasal verb which means to be patient and understanding with someone or something, especially when they are causing problems or difficulties. Let's see an example.
Hi Tony, sorry for being late. I'm having some trouble with my car.
No problem, Jane. Bear with you, take your time.
Blow up. The phrasal verb blow up means to explode or burst, to become very angry or to increase suddenly in size or intensity. Let's see an example.
Have you seen Mary's garden? It looks amazing.
Yeah, she really blew it up this year with all the new plants.
Break away. Break away means to separate from a group or a person and start doing your own thing. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to come to the basketball game tonight?
Nah, I think I'm going to break away from the group and go to the movies with my girlfriend. Break down. The phrasal verb break down means to stop working or functioning properly, either partially or completely. Let's see an example.
Tony, why didn't you come to the party last night?
My car broke down on the way there.
Break in. Break in means to enter a building or a place by force or without permission. Let's see an example.
Oh my god, look at that broken window. Do you think someone broke in?
Maybe. We should call the police and report it.
Break into. The phrasal verb break into means to enter a building or a vehicle forcibly, usually with the intention of stealing something from inside. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you hear about the break-in at the store last night?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Break out. The phrasal verb break out means to suddenly begin or escape from a place or situation. Let's see an example. Oh my god, did you see that?
What happened?
A fight just broke out between those two vendors. Break up. Break up means to end a relationship or to separate a group or something that was once whole. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you hear about Sarah and Tom?
No, what happened?
They broke up last week.
Aw man, that's tough.
Bring about. The phrasal verb bring about means to cause something to happen or to be the reason for something to occur. Let's see an example.
I can't believe we finally won the championship game.
Yeah, you really brought about that victory with your amazing goal.
Bring along. Bring along is a phrasal verb which means to bring someone or something with you to a place or event. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, are you going to the football game this weekend?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Do you want to come along?
Sure, I'd love to. Can I bring my friend Sarah along too?
Bring back. Bring back means to return something to its previous position or state. Let's see an example. Did you see my book anywhere? I can't seem to find it.
I think I saw it in the living room. Let me go and bring it back for you.
Bring down. To cause something or someone to fall or lose power, to lower or reduce a price, to make someone feel unhappy or depressed. Let's see an example.
I just heard that the company is planning to bring down the prices of their products.
That's great news. I thought their products were too expensive.
Bring forward. Bring forward means to move or schedule something to an earlier time or date. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, can we meet tomorrow for lunch?
Actually, I have a meeting at noon. Can we bring it forward to 11 a.m. instead?
Bring in. To bring in means to introduce or to bring something new into a conversation or a situation. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you seen the new project that the company is working on?
No, what is it about?
They are planning to bring in a new department that will focus solely on social media marketing.
Bring off. To successfully accomplish or achieve something difficult or challenging. Let's see an example.
Did you hear about Tom's new business venture?
No, what is it?
He's trying to bring off a major deal with a big client.
Wow, that's quite impressive. I hope he succeeds.
Bring up. To bring up means to mention or start talking about a topic. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you bring up the issue of budget cuts in the meeting?
Yes, I did. I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of it.
Brush up. To improve or refresh one's knowledge or skills in a particular area. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you brushed up on your Spanish?
No, not really. Why?
Well, our company just signed a big contract with a Spanish-speaking client, and it would be great if we could communicate with them in their language.
Burst out. Burst out means to suddenly start laughing, crying, or shouting in an uncontrollable way. Let's see an example. I'm sorry to hear about your dog. How did he pass away?
He was hit by a car yesterday. It was so sudden and unexpected.
Oh my God, I had no idea. Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I can't believe he's gone. I can't help but burst out crying every time I think about him.
Call off. Call off means to cancel or abandon a planned event or activity. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, are you still up for going to the football match this weekend?
Actually, they called it off due to heavy rain. Calm down. Calm down is a phrasal verb used to express the idea of becoming less anxious, angry, or upset after a state of tension or heightened emotions. Let's see an example.
Hey, Jane. What's going on? Are you okay?
No, not really. I just found out that I failed an important exam, and I don't know what to do.
That's tough, but you should calm down. I'm sure you'll do better next time.
Carry on. To continue with something that you are doing, even after it has become difficult or challenging. Let's see an example.
I don't think I can carry on with this project, it's so difficult.
Come on, Jane, you can do it. Don't give up now.
Check in. To check in means to register your arrival at a certain place or facility, usually a hotel, airport, or hospital. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, have you checked in yet for our flight tomorrow?
Not yet. I was gonna do that online tonight.
Come across. Come across means to meet someone or find something by chance. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you ever come across any cool restaurants around here?
Actually, yeah. I came across this really neat little Italian place the other day.
Come along. Come along is a phrasal verb that means to accompany someone or join in an activity or event. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to come along to the movies with us tonight?
Sure. What time does the movie start?
Come around. Come around is a phrasal verb that means to change one's mind or opinion about something or someone, usually for the better. Let's see an example.
I never really liked sushi before. But now I'm starting to come around to the idea of it.
Yeah, it can definitely be an acquired taste, but it's worth it. Come back. To return to a place or situation that you have been to or experienced before. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you ever visit Japan?
Yes, I did. I went there last summer.
That sounds amazing. Are you planning to come back soon?
Yes, I'm definitely planning to come back again next year.
Come by. To acquire or obtain something, often something that is not easily accessible. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, where did you get those concert tickets?
I came by them from a friend who works at the venue.
Come down. Come down means to move or go from a higher place to a lower place. Let's see an example.
Did you hear about the party last night?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Well, the police came and told everyone to come down from the rooftop.
Come forward. The phrasal verb come forward means to step up or offer to do something, especially when it is difficult or requires bravery. Let's see an example. I heard the police are looking for witnesses for the accident at the corner of Main and 5th.
Yeah, I saw it happen, but I don't want to get involved.
Tony, you have to come forward and report what you saw. It could help the investigation and bring justice for the victims.
Come in. The phrasal verb come in means to enter a room or a building. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, are you coming over to my place tonight?
Sure. What time should I come in?
Come off. The phrasal verb come off means to be successful or to achieve something that was planned or attempted. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did your presentation go well?
Yeah, it came off really well. The boss was impressed. Come on. Come on is a phrasal verb which means to encourage or urge someone to do something or to express impatience or disbelief towards someone or something. Let's see an example.
I'm so nervous about going on the roller coaster.
Come on, Jane. It's not that scary.
Come out. To appear or be made known to the public or to reveal something that was previously unknown. Let's see an example.
Hey, have you heard about the new album from your favorite band?
No, what's up with it?
It's coming out on Friday. You should definitely check it out.
Come over. The phrasal verb come over means to visit someone or somewhere, usually at their invitation. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to come over and watch a movie tonight?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. What time should I come over?
Come through. The phrasal verb come through means to successfully get past a difficult or challenging situation, or to pass through a particular place or area. Let's see an example.
How did your interview go, Tony?
It was intense, but I think I came through it okay.
Come to. The phrasal verb come to can mean to regain consciousness or to realize or understand something. Let's see an example.
Tony, what happened to you? Are you okay?
I was hit by a car, but I think I'm starting to come to now. Come up. The phrasal verb come up means to arise, happen, or occur unexpectedly. Let's see an example.
I'm almost done with the decorations. Tony, have you bought the drinks yet?
Not yet. I was going to buy them today, but something urgent came up.
Come upon. Come upon is a phrasal verb that means to discover or find something unexpectedly, by chance. Let's see an example.
Hey Jane, come here. Look what I've come upon.
What is it?
It's a locket. It looks like it might be really valuable.
Count on. The phrasal verb count on means to rely on or depend on something or someone to do something you need, expect, or want. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you think we can borrow your cousin's car for the road trip?
I'm not sure. Let me call him and see if he can lend it to us.
Okay, but we need to leave in 2 days. Can we count on him to let us borrow it in time for our trip?
Cut down. To cut down means to reduce the amount of something or to decrease the number of something that previously existed. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you heard about the new policy at work?
No, what policy?
The company has decided to cut down on overtime hours. Dangle out. To dangle out means to display or show something in an ostentatious or boastful manner. Let's see an example.
Have you seen Sarah's new car?
No, I haven't. Why?
She arrived at the party earlier with it. She really dangled it out for everyone to see.
Deal with. Deal with is a phrasal verb which means to handle or manage a situation or problem, usually in a confident or successful manner. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, how do you deal with stress at work?
Well, when I feel overwhelmed, I usually take a deep breath and make a to-do list. It helps me prioritize my tasks and focus on one thing at a time.
Die out. Die out is a phrasal verb which means to become extinct or to no longer exist. Let's see an example.
Have you seen any dodos lately?
Dodos? No, they died out centuries ago.
Dig in. The phrasal verb dig in means to start eating food with enthusiasm or to start working on something with full concentration. Let's see an example.
Wow, this spaghetti looks amazing. Let's dig in.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Dish out. Dish out means to distribute or give something out, usually in a casual or haphazard way. Let's see an example. I heard that Susan is going to dish out candy at the party tonight.
Oh, I hope she has enough. She always takes the easy route and just dishes them out randomly.
Do away with. To do away with something means to get rid of it or eliminate it. Let's see an example.
Why do you still have that old chair in your living room? It's so ugly.
I know, I need to do away with it, but it's been in my family for generations.
Dote on. To dote on someone means to love or show great affection towards someone, often to an excessive degree. Let's see an example.
I can't believe how much Becky dotes on her new puppy. Every time I see her, she's playing with him and buying him new toys.
Yeah, she definitely loves that dog. She posts about him on social media all the time too.
Draw up. Draw up means to prepare or create a document, plan, or agreement. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you finished drawing up the contract for our project?
Yes, I have. I will send it to you for review.
Dress up. Dress up is a phrasal verb that means to wear formal or fancy clothing, often in preparation for a special event or occasion. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony. What's up?
Not much, Jane. I'm getting ready for my sister's wedding this weekend.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Are you all set?
Almost, just need to pick out a suit and dress up for the occasion.
Drink up. To drink up means to finish the drink that you have in front of you. It is often used when you are told to finish a drink quickly or when you want to drink the last drops of a drink. Let's see an example.
Come on, Tony. Drink up. We have to get going soon.
All right. I'm almost done.
Drive away. To cause someone or something to leave a place or situation by driving a vehicle or by creating an unpleasant feeling. Let's see an example. I can't believe how much traffic there is today. We're going to be late for the meeting.
Don't worry, we still have time. We just need to drive away the anxiety and focus on getting there safely. Drive off. To leave a place in a vehicle. Let's see an example.
Tony, what are you doing? We need to go.
Just a minute, I'm finishing something on my laptop.
Well, hurry up, let's drive off.
Drop by. To visit someone informally and briefly. Let's see an example.
Hey Jane, I'm in the neighborhood. Can I drop by for a quick chat?
Yeah. Sure. Give me a few minutes to finish up what I'm doing and I'll meet you downstairs.
Thanks, Jane. I'll see you in a bit.
Drop off. The phrasal verb drop off means to take someone or something from one place to another and leave them there. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you drop me off at the library on your way to work today?
Sure, what time do you need to be there?
I have a study group at 9 a.m., so I need to be there by 8:45 a.m.
No problem, I'll drop you off on my way to the office. Just remind me when we're getting close.
Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate it.
Drop out. To leave an activity or group before it is finished, often because of a lack of interest or success. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you seen our classmate Lisa lately?
No, I haven't. Why do you ask?
She dropped out of college last semester.
Dry up. The phrasal verb dry up means to become dry or to make something dry. It can also refer to someone suddenly becoming quiet or unable to speak because of nervousness or lack of ideas. Let's see an example.
Have you watered the plants in the garden?
Yes, I did it this morning. I hope it will dry up the excess water soon.
Dumb down. Dumb down is a phrasal verb that refers to the act of making something simpler or less challenging in order to appeal to a wider audience, or to make it easier to understand. Let's see an example. Hey, Tony, have you seen this article about quantum physics in the newspaper?
No, I haven't. Is it interesting?
Well, it could be, but they dumb it down so much that the information they give is not accurate anymore. Ease off. Ease off is a phrasal verb that means to decrease in intensity or to gradually become less severe. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, you look really stressed out. Is everything okay?
No, not really. Work has been really hectic and I have a lot of deadlines to meet.
You should take a break and ease off for a bit. Maybe go for a walk or take a nap?
That's a good idea, thanks Jane. I think I'll take your advice.
Ease up. The phrasal verb ease up means to become less severe, strict, or intense. Let's see an example.
Tony, please stop screaming. You're giving me a headache.
Sorry, Jane, I didn't realize I was shouting. I'll try to ease up.
Thank you, that's much better.
Eat out. Eat out means to eat a meal at a restaurant or somewhere outside of your home. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to grab some dinner tonight?
Sure, what do you suggest?
Let's eat out tonight. How about we try that new Italian restaurant downtown?
Edge away. To move slowly and cautiously away from something or someone. Let's see an example.
Did you see that creepy guy over there?
Yeah, let's edge away from him.
Edge out. To edge out means to slowly move ahead of or surpass someone or something, typically in a competitive situation. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, I heard that the promotion list is out. Did you make it to the top spot?
No, unfortunately, I got edged out by Greg.
Egg on. To egg on means to encourage or incite someone to do something, often something they might not otherwise do. Let's see an example.
I don't know if I should try out for the school play. I've never acted before.
Come on, Jane. You'd be great. Don't be scared. I'll even come to watch you audition.
Elaborate on. Elaborate on means to provide more detail or information about something that has already been mentioned. Let's see an example.
Jane, I heard you got a new job. Congratulations. Can you elaborate on what kind of work you'll be doing?
Thanks, Tony. I'll be working as a marketing coordinator for a tech company. Basically, my role will be to develop and implement marketing strategies to promote the company's products and services.
Embark on. Embark on means to begin or start something, especially a new project or adventure. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony. What are your plans for the summer?
I'm thinking of embarking on a road trip across the country.
Empty out. The phrasal verb empty out refers to the act of removing everything from a container or space, leaving it completely empty. Let's see an example.
Have you finished cleaning out the fridge yet?
Yep, I just emptied it out.
End in. End in is a phrasal verb that means to finish or conclude with a specific result or outcome. Let's see an example.
Do you think the party tonight will end in chaos?
I hope not, but with that crowd, it could go either way.
End up. End up is a phrasal verb that means to finally or ultimately reach a particular place, situation, or outcome, often with a sense of surprise, unexpectedness, or regret. Let's see an example.
Have you decided where to go for dinner tonight?
Not really. I was thinking about trying that new Italian restaurant, but I'm not sure if they have any vegetarian options.
Well, let's give it a try. Who knows, we might end up loving it. Enter into. Enter into means to start a discussion, negotiation, or agreement with someone. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, have you entered into any negotiations with the new client yet?
Yes, we had a meeting last week and we're discussing the terms.
Entrust with. Entrust with means to give someone a responsibility or a duty to take care of something. Let's see an example.
Hi, Tony, I'm going out of town for a few days. Can I entrust you with my dog, Max?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. I can't wait to meet Max. Even out. To become more balanced or equal in amount or intensity. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you noticed that some people in our department are working overtime while others hardly have anything to do?
Yes, I have. It's not fair, is it?
Exactly. I think our manager needs to even out the workload.
Even up. To make things equal or level, to balance something out. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you finished calculating the scores for our basketball game last night?
Yeah, I have. Why do you ask?
Well, we need to even up the teams for the next game. It was unfair that Michael and John were on the same team.
I agree. We can switch Michael to your team and John to mine. That should even up the skill level.
Examine into. When someone examines into something, they investigate or look into it thoroughly. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, I heard that there's been an audit into our department's finances. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah, I heard about that too. They're planning to examine into all of our transactions from the past year.
Experiment with. To try out and test something new or different in order to see what happens. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you seen my new hair color?
Yes, it looks great on you. Why did you choose purple?
I wanted to experiment with something different and bold.
Expose to. Expose to means to subject someone or something to a particular situation or experience. Let's see an example.
Jane, have you ever been exposed to scuba diving?
No, I haven't. Why?
Well, I'm thinking of planning a scuba diving trip and I wanted to know if you'd be interested in joining me.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm a bit scared of the water.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to expose you to the basics and we'll start with shallow waters. You'll love it once you get the hang of it.
Extend to. The phrasal verb extend to means to include or reach a particular person or thing. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you also bring your girlfriend to Mary's birthday party?
I'm sorry, but I don't think I can. My invitation only extends to me and not my plus one.
Eye up. Eye up means to look at someone or something in a way that suggests interest, desire, or evaluation. Let's see an example.
Jane, why are you eyeing up my new shoes?
Oh, sorry Tony. I couldn't help but notice them. They look really nice.
Thanks. I just bought them yesterday. I was eyeing them up in the store for a while before I finally decided to buy them.
Yeah, I can see why. They're definitely eye-catching.
Face up to. To face up to means to confront a difficult or unpleasant situation without avoiding it. Let's see an example.
I got a call from my boss today. He wants to have a meeting with me tomorrow.
Why do you seem worried about it?
Well, he usually calls for meetings to discuss bad news. So, I have to face up to whatever it is.
Fall apart. The phrasal verb fall apart is used to describe a situation or thing that breaks, fails, or collapses completely, either physically or emotionally. Let's see an example.
Hey, have you seen my old bicycle? It's falling apart.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's not safe to ride anymore. Fall down. Fall down means to fall to the ground. It can also mean for something to fail or come to an end abruptly. Let's see an example.
What happened to your leg? Looks like you fell down.
Yeah, I was running in the park and I tripped on a rock. It was pretty embarrassing. Fall out. Fall out means to have an argument with someone and end your relationship or friendship with them. Let's see an example.
Hey, have you spoken to Mary recently?
No, we fell out last month.
What happened?
She forgot my birthday and didn't even apologize.
Feel up to. The phrasal verb feel up to means to have the physical or mental energy and ability to do something. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, want to go for a hike this weekend?
I'm not sure. I haven't been feeling too great lately.
Oh, are you sick?
No, just feeling a bit tired and run down.
Well, let me know if you feel up to it. It would be really nice to get out and enjoy the fresh air.
Fess up. To confess or admit to something, usually something that you've done wrong. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you eat the last slice of pizza?
No, I didn't.
Come on, just fess up. I won't be mad.
Figure out. To figure out means to understand or solve a problem or situation. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you figure out how to fix my laptop? It's not working properly.
Sure, let me take a look at it.
Fill in. To provide information, usually in writing, to complete a form, questionnaire, or survey. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, can you give me a hand? This job application is taking ages to complete.
Sure, what do you need help with?
Well, I'm struggling to answer this question about my previous work experience. Do you have any ideas?
Why don't you just fill in the information that's asked for on the form?
Find out. Find out it means to discover or learn something, usually through investigation or research. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you found out what time the concert starts?
No, I haven't. Let me check the website and find out for you.
Finish off. Finish off means to complete or bring to an end something that has been started. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you finished your work yet?
Yeah, I just need to finish off the last few pages.
Fix on. Fix on means to focus or concentrate on something or somebody. Let's see an example.
What are you thinking about, Tony? You seem lost in thoughts.
I'm trying to fix on how I can improve my sales pitch for the upcoming presentation.
Fix up. To fix up means to arrange or organize something, usually a meeting or a date. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, did you fix up that meeting with the client?
Yes, I fixed it up for next week.
Flick through. To flick through means to quickly browse or glance through something that has multiple pages, such as a book or magazine. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what are you doing?
Just flicking through this new magazine I bought. It's got some interesting articles. Fly back. To return to a place by flying. Let's see an example.
Are you going to fly back to London after the business meeting?
Yes, I am. I need to be back at work on Monday.
Focus on. Focus on means to give attention and concentrate on something specific. Let's see an example.
I'm feeling overwhelmed by all the work I have to do this week.
Okay, take a deep breath. Let's focus on one task at a time. What's the most important thing you need to do?
Follow up. The phrasal verb follow up means to take further action or to pursue something that has been started or discussed previously. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, did you hear back from the job interview you had last week?
No, not yet. But I am planning to follow up with the HR manager to see if there are any updates.
Fool around. To engage in aimless, playful, or irresponsible behavior, often wasting time or distracting oneself from more serious matters. Let's see an example.
Do you want to come over and watch a movie tonight?
Sure, but I can't stay long. I have a big exam tomorrow.
Don't worry about studying tonight. Let's just relax and fool around for a bit.
Freak out. To become extremely anxious, agitated, or upset. Let's see an example.
Are you okay? You look really upset.
No, I just found out that my flight got canceled and I can't make it to the meeting tomorrow.
Don't freak out. There must be another way to get there.
Freeze up. When someone freezes up, it means that they become too nervous or scared to say or do anything. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you give that presentation in front of the boss yet? How did it go?
No, I totally froze up when I got up there. I couldn't remember anything I wanted to say.
Fuss over. To pay excessive attention or show unnecessary concern or anxiety about something or someone. Let's see an example.
Why are you fussing over the food so much? It's just a casual dinner party.
I know, I just want everything to be perfect for my guests.
Get along. Get along means to have a good relationship and be able to work or live together harmoniously. Let's see an example.
Tony, how do you get along with your new roommate?
I get along with him really well, actually. He's pretty chill and we have similar schedules.
Get away. Get away means to escape from a place or situation, or to go on a short vacation or getaway. Let's see an example.
I need to get away from all this stress. Let's plan a weekend getaway.
That sounds like a great idea. Where do you want to go? Get by. To manage to live or cope with a situation or limited resources. Let's see an example.
How are you doing financially? I know you were struggling a bit.
I'm managing to get by. I picked up a few more hours at work, so things should get easier soon. Get in. Get in is a phrasal verb that means to enter a place or vehicle. Let's see an example. Hey Jane, get in the car quickly. We need to hurry up and get to the movie theater before the previews end.
Get off. To exit or disembark from a vehicle or mode of transportation. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what time does our bus arrive?
It arrives at 1 p.m., but we need to make sure we get off at the right stop.
Get on. Get on refers to the act of having a good relationship or working well with someone. Let's see an example.
How's your new job going?
It's great. Everyone is really friendly and I get on well with my colleagues.
Get over. To recover from something or someone, to move past a difficult experience or emotion, or to forgive someone. Let's see an example. I can't believe you're still upset about what happened last night.
It's just hard to get over it. I feel so embarrassed.
Get through. The phrasal verb get through means to successfully complete or pass something, whether it be a task, exam, or difficult situation. Let's see an example.
How was your exam yesterday?
It was tough, but I think I managed to get through it.
Get up. To get up means to rise from a sitting, lying, or kneeling position and stand on one's feet. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, want to grab some breakfast at our favorite cafe?
Yeah, sure. What time?
How about we get up at 7 a.m. and meet there at 8:30 a.m.? Give away. To give something to someone else for free or without expecting anything in return, or to reveal a secret or information. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want this book? I already read it and it's just taking up space on my shelf.
Really? You're giving it away?
Yeah, I don't need it anymore. You can have it.
Give in. To give up or surrender to something or someone, often after a struggle or resistance. Let's see an example.
I really don't want to stay up late to finish this project.
Come on, Jane. You can't give in now. We're almost finished.
Give out. To distribute or hand out something to multiple people. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you help me give out the flyers for our school event tomorrow?
Sure thing. Do you have a list of the classrooms we need to visit?
Give up. To give up means to stop doing something, usually because it's too difficult or exhausting. Let's see an example.
How's the new job going, Tony?
Not great, to be honest. I think I'm going to give up.
What? Why? You've only been there for 2 weeks.
I know, but it's really stressful and I'm not enjoying it at all.
Go along. To go along means to accompany or follow someone or something or to agree with a plan or suggestion. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to go along with me to the movie tonight?
Sure, which movie are you watching?
Go back. When someone goes back, they return to a place or situation that they were in before. It can also be used in a broader context, such as going back to work after a long break, or going back to an old hobby. Let's see an example.
Tony, do you remember the time we visited the amusement park last year?
Yes, I do. It was so much fun.
They have new rides this year. Let's go back this weekend.
Go on. Go on is a phrasal verb that means to continue doing something or to keep talking about something. Let's see an example.
What are you doing this weekend, Tony?
I think I might go for a hike, but I'm not sure yet.
That sounds like fun. Are you going alone?
No, I was thinking about inviting Sarah to come with me.
Oh, really? Go on, tell me more about her.
Go out. The phrasal verb go out means to leave one's home or current location and spend time outside, or to go on a date or social outing with someone. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to go out with me tonight?
Sure, where do you want to go? Go over. The phrasal verb go over means to review, examine, or discuss something in detail. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you gone over the presentation slides for tomorrow's meeting?
Yes, I have. I think they are good to go.
Go through. To go through means to undergo or experience something. It can also refer to examining something in detail or to complete a process. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, are you okay? You look upset.
I just went through a breakup with my girlfriend.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about it?
Grow up. Grow up means to mature, improve one's behavior, or change one's attitude into a more responsible and adult-like manner. Let's see an example.
Tony, you need to grow up and take responsibility for your actions.
What do you mean?
Well, you can't keep avoiding your problems and running away from your responsibilities. It's time to face them and be more mature.
Hand in. To submit or give something to someone in authority, such as a teacher or employer. Let's see an example.
Hey, have you finished the assignment?
Yes, I have. I'm going to hand it in tomorrow during our English class.
Oh, I haven't finished mine yet. I need to get started on it tonight.
Hand over. The phrasal verb hand over means to give something to someone else, usually after they have requested it. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, can you hand over the remote control?
Sure, here you go.
Hang up. Hang up is a phrasal verb that means to end a phone conversation by replacing the receiver, disconnecting a call, or closing a phone app after completing a conversation. Let's see an example.
Tony, I need to go now. Can we continue our chat later?
Sure, Jane, we can talk again tomorrow.
Okay, then I'll hang up now.
Bye.
Bye, Jane. Talk to you later.
Hash out. To thoroughly discuss and resolve something, usually a disagreement or a problem. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you and Mike hash out the plans for the party tonight?
Yeah, we hashed it out over lunch. We finally agreed on a time and theme.
Have on. The phrasal verb have on means to wear something, or to have something on your body. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony. What do you have on today for the party?
I have my favorite blue shirt and my black jeans on today.
Head off. To go in a certain direction or to leave for a particular place, often with a sense of urgency or purpose. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you seen my keys? I need to head off to work now.
Yeah, I saw them on the kitchen counter. What time do you need to be there?
Hear from. The phrasal verb hear from means to receive news or communication from someone, usually through a letter, email, phone call, or text message. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony. It's been a while. Have you heard from our mutual friend Tom lately?
Yeah, actually I did. He sent me an email last week.
Heat up. Heat up is a phrasal verb that means to increase the temperature of something or to become hotter. It can be used both literally and figuratively. Let's see an example.
Did you hear about the meeting today?
Yes, I heard it's going to heat up in there.
Help out. To help out means to assist or lend aid to someone in need, often in a situation where they are struggling and require help. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, I'm really struggling with this assignment.
No worries, Jane. I can help out.
Hold back. The phrasal verb hold back means to resist or refrain from doing something or to prevent something from happening. Let's see an example.
Tony, why didn't you ask Sarah out? You both seem to get along really well.
I don't know. I felt like I should hold back.
Hold on. Hold on, it means to wait or to pause for a moment before continuing with what you were saying or doing. Let's see an example. Tony, can you help me carry these bags?
Hold on, let me finish this call first.
Hold up. Hold up means to delay or to cause a slowdown in progress. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, why did you arrive late to the meeting?
Sorry, my train was held up due to some issue on the tracks.
Hook up. Hook up means to connect or link something to another thing, usually through electrical or technological devices. It can also mean to meet someone and engage in a romantic or sexual relationship with them. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony. Do you know how to hook up my new smart TV to my Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I can help you with that. Let's go check out the instructions.
Hop off. To hop off means to quickly and casually get off of something, such as a mode of transportation, a piece of furniture, or an object. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, this is your stop. You need to hop off.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
Hop on. To hop on means to quickly get on or jump onto something, such as a bus, train, or car. Let's see an example.
Tony, hurry up. The bus is here.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Come on, hop on. We don't want to be late for the concert. Hunt down. Hunt down means to search persistently and thoroughly until someone or something is found or caught. Let's see an example. Have you seen my lost cat anywhere, Tony?
No, but don't worry, we will hunt down your cat until we find it. Hurry along. Hurry along means to move quickly, especially to reach a destination by a certain time. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, we need to hurry along if we want to catch the train.
Okay, let's go.
Hurry up. Hurry up is a phrasal verb that means to move quickly or complete a task faster than usual. Let's see an example.
Tony, we're going to be late for the movie. Hurry up.
I'm trying, but I can't find my keys.
Hush up. To prevent something from being widely known or talked about, to keep quiet about a situation. Let's see an example.
Did you hear about the scandal involving the mayor?
Yeah, but they managed to hush it up pretty quickly.
Jack around. To waste time or procrastinate in a purposeless or unproductive manner. Let's see an example. Tony, why aren't you finished with that project yet?
I don't know, I keep jacking around on my phone instead of focusing.
Jack in. Jack in means to quit or give up on something, usually a job or a specific activity. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, have you seen John around? I thought he was supposed to be here for the meeting.
Nah, he's not coming. He's decided to jack in his job and start his own business.
Wow, that's a big step. I hope he knows what he's doing. Jack up. Jack up means to raise or increase something abruptly or quickly. Let's see an example.
Have you seen the prices for flights during the holiday season?
No, not yet. Why? Are they expensive?
Yes, they're ridiculous. The airline companies really jack up the prices during this time of year.
Jam on. Jam on is a phrasal verb that means to put on or wear quickly, especially clothes or shoes. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, we're going to be late for the party.
I know, let me just grab my shoes.
Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Hold on, let me jam on my sneakers. Jaw on. Jaw on is an informal phrasal verb that means to talk or gossip about something, often in a negative or critical way. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you heard about the new girl in our class?
No, what about her?
She has been jawing on about how hard the class is and how the teacher is unfair.
Jazz up. Jazz up means to improve or make something more interesting or attractive by adding something new, such as colorful decorations or flashy accessories. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, how do you like my outfit for the party tonight?
It looks nice, but it's a bit too plain. Why don't you jazz it up a little?
Jerk around. The phrasal verb jerk around means to treat someone badly or play with their emotions. Let's see an example. Hey Jane, are you still talking to that guy from the dating app?
No, I had to cut him off. He was just jerking me around the whole time.
Jig around. Jig around is a phrasal verb that means to move or rearrange something quickly or repeatedly until it is in the desired position or order. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you help me jig around the furniture in the living room?
Sure, what do you have in mind?
Jive with. The phrasal verb jive with means to agree or be compatible with something, usually an idea or a plan. Let's see an example.
So, I was thinking of inviting my cousin over for dinner tonight.
I'm not sure that will jive with my schedule. I was planning to work late tonight. Join in. Join in means to become involved or participate in an activity or conversation that other people are already involved in. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, come join in the game of charades we're playing.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
Jot down. To quickly write something down, often a short note or reminder. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, can you remind me to pick up some milk on the way home?
Sure, let me just jot that down so I don't forget.
Jot out. To jot out means to write down something quickly and briefly, usually just a few notes or ideas. Let's see an example.
I'm having trouble understanding this concept. Can you jot out some key points for me?
Sure, let me grab a pen and paper.
Judge by. When we judge by something, it means we form an opinion or make a decision based on a particular thing, situation, or characteristic. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you decided which candidate to vote for in the upcoming elections?
Yes, I have. I'm going to judge by their past political experience.
Juice up. To juice up means to add energy or excitement to something. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, are you coming to the party tonight?
I don't know, it sounds pretty boring.
Don't worry, we'll juice it up with some games and music.
Jump in. Jump in can mean to get involved in a situation or to start doing something quickly. Let's see an example. Hey, Tony, are you coming to help us with the decorations for the party tonight?
Sure, let me just finish this report first.
No problem, just jump in when you're ready.
Jump on. To quickly take action or to criticize someone for something they have done. Let's see an example.
Gosh, I really hate my new restaurant manager.
Why?
If one of his staff makes a mistake, he jumps on them and tells them they'll be fired if they do it again. Jump ship. To leave a situation, group, or organization suddenly and without warning, usually because you do not think it is going to be successful. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, have you heard that Sarah just jumped ship and left the company?
No, really? She just started working there.
Yeah, but she didn't like the way the company was being managed, so she decided to quit.
Keep away. Keep away is a phrasal verb that means to stay at a distance or to not get too close to someone or something. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm going to the park to play some basketball. Wanna come?
No, thanks. I heard there was a swarm of bees near the court. I'll keep away.
Keep in touch. The phrasal verb keep in touch means to stay connected or maintain communication with someone. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, how's it going?
Not bad, thanks. I've been so busy lately with work and stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's why we should make sure to keep in touch.
Definitely, I'll make sure to call you soon.
Keep on. To continue doing something without stopping or quitting. Let's see an example.
Are you still working on that project?
Yeah, I've been keeping on it all week. Keep out. To prevent someone from entering a particular place or area. Let's see an example.
Tony, why is there a sign that says, keep out on your bedroom door?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jane. I'm doing some work in there, and I don't want anyone to disturb me.
Keep up. Keep up means to continue doing something at the same rate or level without slowing down, falling behind, or losing pace. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, how's your new job going?
It's going great, but it's been really challenging keeping up with the workload.
Oh, I know what you mean. I have to keep up with my studies while juggling 3 jobs.
Key in. To enter data using a keyboard or keypad. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you key in the password for me?
Sure, what's the password? Kick back. To relax or take it easy, often after a period of work or effort. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what are you up to this weekend?
Not much, just planning to kick back and watch some movies at home.
Kick in. Kick in is a phrasal verb that means to start to take effect or to begin to work, usually referring to a drug, medication, or a plan. Let's see an example.
I took some painkillers for my headache, but they haven't kicked in yet.
You need to give it some time. They usually take about 20 minutes to start working.
Kick off. The phrasal verb kick off means to start or begin something, usually an event or a game. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, are you excited about the game tonight?
Yeah, I can't wait for it to kick off.
Kick out. Kick out is a phrasal verb that means to force someone or something to leave a place or a group, usually in a sudden or abrupt manner. Let's see an example.
Have you talked to Mike recently? I haven't seen him in a while.
No, I haven't. He got kicked out of our group last week.
Really? Why?
He was causing too much drama and nobody wanted to deal with it anymore.
Kick up. The phrasal verb kick up means to raise or increase the intensity of something. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you hear about the new boss starting next week?
Yeah, I heard she's really strict and demanding.
That's what I heard too. I'm afraid things are about to kick up in the office.
Kindle up. To start a fire or ignite something, or to become more intense or enthusiastic. Let's see an example.
Why is it so cold in here? Can you light up the fireplace, Tony?
Sure thing, let me kindle up the fire for us.
Kip down. The phrasal verb kip down means to go to bed or to sleep. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what are you up to?
Not much, just gonna kip down soon. I'm exhausted.
Knit together. To knit together means to unite or be brought closer together, often through common interests or goals. Let's see an example.
Did you hear about the community project that's starting up?
No, what is it?
It's a gardening and food initiative to bring the community together.
That sounds like a great idea. It could really help to knit together the people in our town.
Knock back. To consume or drink something quickly, usually alcohol. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want another beer?
Sure, let's knock back a few more.
Knock down. The phrasal verb knock down can have different meanings depending on the context, but generally means to cause something to fall or to demolish something. Let's see an example. Wow, they really knocked that building down fast.
Yeah.
They've been working on it for a few days now.
Knock off. The phrasal verb knock off means to stop working or to finish work for the day. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what time are you going to knock off work today?
I'm planning to knock off around 5 p.m. Why do you ask?
Knock out. The phrasal verb knock out means to make someone unconscious, either by hitting them or by using anesthesia. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you see the boxing match yesterday?
No, I missed it. Who won?
It was intense. The champion knocked out his opponent in the second round.
Knock over. To knock over is a phrasal verb that means to accidentally make something or someone fall over. Let's see an example.
Tony, be careful with that vase. It's very fragile.
Don't worry, Jane. I won't knock it over.
Lay off. To lay off someone means to dismiss or terminate someone's employment temporarily or permanently due to economic reasons, or organizational restructuring. Let's see an example. Hey, Tony, what happened to your job at the factory?
I got laid off last week. They said they need to cut back on expenses. Let down. To disappoint someone by failing to meet their expectations or breaking their trust. Let's see an example.
I can't believe Tommy let me down again.
What happened?
I was counting on him to help me move this weekend, but he forgot. Light up. To illuminate something or to brighten up a person's face or mood. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you see the Christmas decorations in the park today?
Yeah, they really lit up the whole place.
Line up. A list of people or things set to participate or appear in an event. Let's see an example. Wow, the queue for the main stage is so long.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Have you seen the lineup of performers? It's amazing. Live on. To rely on something for survival or sustainment, often referring to financial support or food. Let's see an example.
Tony, I heard you got laid off from work. How are you going to make ends meet?
I have some savings, but I may have to live on my parents for a little while.
Live up to. To fulfill or match expectations, standards, or a promise. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you watched the new movie that everyone is raving about?
Yeah. It was good, it surely did live up to the expectations.
Lock up. To secure something with a lock or to imprison someone. Let's see an example.
Tony, don't forget to lock up the house before we leave.
Yes, I will make sure everything is locked up properly. Log in. To log in means to enter or provide credentials such as a username and password to a computer system, database, or website in order to access its services. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you logged into the online portal to check your grades?
No, not yet. I forgot my password.
Log out. To log out means to formally end a computer session by logging off or signing out of a website or application. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony. Can you show me how to use this website?
Sure thing. First, you need to create a new account by clicking on the Sign Up button.
Okay, now what?
After you've entered your details, you can log in using your username and password.
That sounds easy. But how do I log out when I'm done?
Just click on the Log Out button on the top right corner of the page.
Look after. To take care of someone or something, especially on a regular basis. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, could you possibly look after my dog for the weekend? I need to go out of town.
Of course, I'd be happy to look after your furry friend.
Look ahead. The phrasal verb look ahead means to anticipate or plan for future events or situations. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you thought about your summer vacation plans yet?
Yeah, I'm already looking ahead and planning a trip to Hawaii.
Look around. To look around means to examine or explore a place or a room by moving your eyes around it. Let's see an example.
Wow, this museum is huge. Where should we start?
Let's just take our time and look around. Maybe we can start with the paintings on the ground floor.
Look back. To think about the past or to reflect on past events, experiences, or memories. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, it's been a long time. Do you ever look back on our college days and think about all the crazy times we had?
Yeah, I do actually. Those were some really fun times.
Look for. To search for something, usually because it is lost or needed. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you seen my purse?
No, I haven't. Where did you last have it?
I think I left it at the coffee shop. Can you help me look for it?
Sure, let's go back and check.
Look forward. To feel excited and positive about something that is going to happen. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony. Did you hear that we're going to the beach this weekend?
Yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
Look into. To investigate or examine something in order to gain more information about it. Let's see an example.
Have you heard back from the company about your job application?
Not yet, but they said they would look into it and get back to me soon.
Look out. Look out is a phrasal verb that means to be careful and pay attention to what is happening around you, especially for potential dangers or obstacles. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, look out for that car.
Thanks, I almost stepped into the street without looking.
Look over. To examine or review something, usually quickly and casually. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you look over my essay before I submit it?
Sure, I can look over it for you.
Look up. To look up means to search for information, usually in a book or on the internet. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, do you know how much the movie tickets cost?
No, I'm not sure. Let me look it up online.
Make for. Make for means to move towards a destination or to be the cause of something. Let's see an example.
What time is it, Tony? Oh, gosh. It's already 7:30, and we're supposed to be at the party by 8 o'clock. Let's hurry up.
Okay, let's make for the car.
Make out. Make out is a phrasal verb that can have multiple meanings, depending on the context it is used in. However, in its most common usage, it means to see, hear, or decipher something, often with difficulty. Let's see an example.
What did he say?
I couldn't quite make it out. The music is too loud.
Make over. Makeover is a phrasal verb that means to give someone or something a new appearance or to improve its condition. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you seen Sarah's new haircut? She looks amazing.
No, I haven't. Did she get a complete makeover or just a new haircut?
Make up. To reconcile or resolve a disagreement or argument between two people. Let's see an example.
Hi, Tony. Have you spoken to Katie lately?
No, we had a big fight last week.
Oh no, that's not good. You should make up with her.
I don't know if I can. It was a really big argument.
Sometimes you just have to swallow your pride and apologize. You'll feel better once you make up.
Mark up. Mark up is a phrasal verb which means to increase the price of something either for profit or to cover the costs. Let's see an example.
Did you see these new t-shirts at the store?
Yeah, they look really cool.
I want to buy one, but they are so expensive.
How much are they?
They were $25 the last time I checked, but now they have marked them up to $35.
Measure up. Measure up is a phrasal verb that means to be good enough or to meet a certain standard or expectation. Let's see an example.
So, did you hire that new employee yet?
Not yet. I'm interviewing a few candidates this week to see if they measure up. Meddle with. The phrasal verb meddle with means to interfere in something that is not your concern or to tamper with something unnecessarily. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, have you been using my laptop?
Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to fix the sound, it was really low.
What? Why did you meddle with it? You could have asked me first.
Mess up. Mess up means to make a mistake, or to spoil or ruin something. Let's see an example.
Did you see the cake I baked for the party? It looks terrible.
Yeah, you really messed it up. Can we buy a new one? Milk out. To obtain as much as possible from a situation, usually by exerting maximum effort for a specific purpose. Let's see an example.
How did you manage to negotiate such a great deal with the supplier?
I just milked out every possible angle, crossed my fingers, and hoped for the best.
Miss out. To fail to experience or be a part of something enjoyable or beneficial. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you come to the party last night? It was amazing.
No, I missed out on that. What happened?
Mix up. The phrasal verb mix up means to combine things, people or ideas in a way that's confusing or mistaken. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you hear about the mix-up at the airport yesterday?
No, what happened? Mop up. Mop up is a phrasal verb that means to clean or remove the last remaining parts of something. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you clean up the kitchen after dinner?
Yeah, I did. But there were still some crumbs on the floor, so I had to mop them up. Mope around. To move around in a sad, gloomy, or listless manner, often due to being bored, lonely, or unhappy. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to come to the park with us today?
Nah, I think I'll just stay home and mope around.
Mount up. To increase in quantity or to grow. Let's see an example.
Have you seen the prices of groceries lately?
Yeah, they are really mounting up.
Move on. To move on means to leave a situation or a person behind and make progress by focusing on new opportunities. Let's see an example.
I can't believe he cheated on me, Tony. How could he do this to me?
I'm sorry, Jane. But he didn't deserve you. It's time for you to move on.
Muck about. Muck about means to behave in a silly or aimless way without any specific purpose. Let's see an example.
What have you been up to this weekend, Tony?
Oh, not much. Just mucking about with my new guitar.
Muddle through. To manage to get through a difficult situation by improvising instead of properly preparing, often with moderate success. Let's see an example.
I'm really worried about this exam tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to pass.
Oh, come on, you've studied for it, right?
Yeah, but I don't know if I've studied enough. I feel like I'll just have to muddle through it.
Mull over. To think carefully about something for a period of time before making a decision or coming to a conclusion. Let's see an example.
Are you going to accept that job offer?
I'm not sure yet. I need to mull it over.
Muscle in. The phrasal verb muscle in means to force your way into a situation or conversation where you are not really needed or welcome. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, I was just chatting with some friends. Do you want to join us?
Sure, thanks for the invite. What are you guys talking about?
Nothing important, just some personal stuff.
Oh, I didn't want to muscle in if it's something private. Nag at. The phrasal verb nag at means to continuously remind or bother someone about something in a persistent and annoying way. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you finished writing your report yet?
No, not yet. I'm still working on it.
You should have finished it by now. You really need to get it done.
I know, stop nagging at me. I'll finish it soon.
Nail down. Nail down means to firmly establish something or finalize details. Let's see an example.
Have you figured out the time and location of the meeting is tomorrow?
Not yet, but I'll nail down the details by the end of the day.
Name after. To name someone or something after another person or thing means to give them the same name as that person or thing. Let's see an example.
I was thinking about names for our baby, and I really like the name Emma.
Emma? That's a nice name, but I was thinking we could name her after my grandmother, Isabella.
Isabella? I didn't know that was your grandmother's name. That's a great idea, let's name our daughter after her.
Narrow down. The phrasal verb narrow down means to make a list of possibilities smaller or more specific by eliminating options that are not relevant. Let's see an example. Tony, do you have any idea which restaurant we should go to tonight?
I'm not sure. There are so many good ones in this city.
Well, let's narrow it down. Do you want Italian or Chinese food?
I feel like Italian tonight.
Great, now we've narrowed it down to Italian restaurants.
Narrow in. When you narrow in on something, you focus your attention or effort on a specific thing or idea. Let's see an example.
I'm having trouble writing this essay. I don't know where to start.
Have you tried narrowing in on your main argument?
That's a good idea. I think I've been too focused on the details.
News up. To update someone with the latest news or information. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, have you heard about the new project our company is starting?
No, I haven't. Could you news me up?
Nip at. To bite, pinch or snap at something quickly and lightly. Let's see an example.
Did you notice how your dog, Max, keeps nipping at my ankles? He's starting to bother me.
I'm sorry, Jane. Max has been really playful lately. He doesn't mean any harm.
Nip by. The phrasal verb nip by means to visit someone quickly and briefly. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony. You won't believe who I bumped into yesterday.
Who did you see?
I nipped by our old neighbor's house when I was out running errands, and I saw Mrs. Johnson in her garden. Nip in. To quickly go somewhere for a short time or for a specific purpose. Let's see an example. Tony, I need to nip in the shop to buy a few things. Will you wait for me here, or would you like to come along?
Sure, I'll come with you. What do you need to buy?
Nod along. To nod along means to show agreement or approval by nodding one's head up and down while someone else is speaking. Let's see an example.
I really loved the pasta dish I had at the new Italian place.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I had the lasagna and it was amazing.
Exactly. The food was so good, and the atmosphere was great too.
I totally agree, nodding along to everything you're saying.
Nod off. To fall asleep unintentionally, usually for a short period of time. Let's see an example. Hey, Tony. Are you okay? You look so tired.
Oh, sorry, Jane. I might have nodded off for a second there.
Nod through. To nod through means to approve or agree to something without putting much thought into it, just by nodding or giving a quick sign. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, did you finish working on that report?
Yeah, I'm done with it. Could you just nod through it and let me know if everything's fine?
Nose around. To nose around means to snoop or act nosy, often by searching or investigating something in a curious or intrusive way. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, have you seen my diary?
No, I haven't. Why do you ask?
Well, I can't seem to find it anywhere. Did you nose around in my room earlier?
Nose out. Nose out means to discover something through careful investigation or examination, often by actively seeking information that is hidden or difficult to find. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you found the answer to question 6 in the puzzle yet?
No, not yet. I've been nosing out all the possible solutions, but nothing seems to fit.
Notch up. To notch up means to achieve or gain something, particularly in a gradual or cumulative way. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you heard about the new sales target for this month?
Yeah, I heard it's pretty high. Do you think we can reach it?
Absolutely. If we work hard, we can easily notch up our sales numbers.
Note down. To note down means to write something briefly or quickly, usually for the purpose of remembering it later. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you please note down the address of the restaurant we're going to tonight?
Sure, let me grab a pen and paper.
Nudge along. To encourage or gently push someone or something along, often to help them make progress. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you started working on the project yet?
Honestly, I've been putting it off. I don't know where to start.
Well, let me nudge you along. First, create a rough outline of what you need to do, and then start filling in the details.
Object 2. To express disagreement or disapproval towards something. Let's see an example.
Tony, I was thinking of inviting Tom to the party tonight.
I object to that. Tom is always causing trouble at parties.
Oblige to. The phrasal verb oblige to means to make someone do something, usually through a sense of duty or obligation. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you please help me move my couch this weekend?
Sure, I'll be happy to oblige to.
Occur to. The phrasal verb occur to means to come to mind or to suddenly realize or remember something. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you seen my keys anywhere?
Did you check your jacket pocket?
Oh. It didn't occur to me to look there. Thanks, buddy.
Offer up. To offer something as a sacrifice or to offer something as a suggestion or proposal. Let's see an example.
I'm thinking about offering up my old bike for the charity auction. What do you think, Tony?
That's a great idea. I'm sure somebody will be thrilled to buy it.
On with. On with is a phrase that means to continue or start doing something. Let's see an example. I'm so tired of studying. Let's take a break.
No way, we have an exam tomorrow. We need to be on with it.
Open in. Open in is a phrasal verb that means to invite someone into a place or event, especially to join a conversation or discussion. Let's see an example.
Hi, Tony, what are you doing?
Oh, just finished setting up for the game night tonight. Want to come over and join us?
Sure, that sounds like fun. Can I still open in or did I miss the start time? Open out. Open out means to expand the scope or size of something, usually by making it broader, more extensive, or more widely available. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you remember our small shop that we started together last year?
Sure, what about it?
I was thinking that we should open it out to include more products.
That's a great idea. We could cater to a larger audience and increase our sales.
Open up. Open up means to become more communicative or to reveal one's thoughts or feelings. Let's see an example.
What's been on your mind lately? You seem quiet.
I don't know, just feeling a little stressed, I guess.
You should open up to me about it. Maybe I can help.
Operate on. Operate on means to perform a surgical procedure on someone. Let's see an example.
Do you know if they are going to operate on Tom today?
Yes, I heard that the surgery is scheduled for this afternoon.
Opt for. Opt for means to choose or prefer something over other options. Let's see an example.
Are you going to take the bus or the train to the airport?
I think I'll opt for the train. It's faster and more comfortable.
Opt in. Opt in is a phrasal verb that means to choose to be included in something or to agree to participate in something. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, have you heard about the company's new wellness program?
No, I haven't. What's it about?
It's a program where employees can sign up for fitness classes and wellness seminars. Are you thinking of opting in?
Yeah, I think I will. I could use some exercise and it sounds like a great opportunity. Opt out. To choose not to participate in something or to remove oneself from a situation or activity. Let's see an example.
Hey, are you coming to the company retreat this weekend?
I think I'm going to opt out this year.
Order around. The phrasal verb order around means to give orders or commands to someone in a domineering or bossy way. Let's see an example. Tony, I need you to do some research for me, and then create an outline for the presentation.
Hey, don't order me around like that. You can ask me nicely.
Order in. The phrasal verb order in means to request or arrange for something to be delivered to one's location, typically food or beverages. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what do you want to do tonight?
I don't feel like going out. Let's just order in and watch a movie.
Overcome with. To be strongly affected by a feeling or emotion to the point that it becomes overwhelming or overpowering. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you hear about David's car accident on the highway this morning?
Yes, I did. I was overcome with sadness when I heard about it.
O2. To have a debt of gratitude or responsibility to someone or something for a favor, benefit, or opportunity received. Let's see an example. Tony, thanks for helping me move all my furniture into my new apartment.
No problem, Jane. I owed it to you for all the times you helped me out. Own up. To confess or admit to something, usually a mistake or wrongdoing. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you eat the last slice of cake?
Yeah, I did. Sorry about that.
That's okay, it's a good thing that you owned up to it. Pan out. Pan out means to turn out or develop in a particular way, especially in a successful way. Let's see an example. Have you heard back from the job interview yet?
Yeah, I got the job.
Really? That's great news. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, it was tough competition, but it all panned out in the end.
Part with. To give something away or sell something, especially when it is difficult to do so. Let's see an example.
Tony, I love your vintage record collection. Would you ever consider parting with any of them?
It's hard for me to part with any of them, but I might be willing to sell a few.
Pass away. Pass away is a phrasal verb which means to die or to pass on from this world. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you heard from Mary? I haven't seen her in a while.
No, Jane, I'm afraid Mary passed away last month. Pass out. Pass out is a phrasal verb that means to lose consciousness or to faint. Let's see an example.
Tony, are you okay? You look really pale.
I don't know what's happening. I feel really lightheaded. I think I might pass out.
Patch up. To mend ties or repair a relationship after a disagreement or a dispute. Let's see an example.
I heard that you and Sarah had a big fight last night. Are you guys okay now?
Yeah, we talked it out and managed to patch things up.
Pay off. To result in success or bring a positive result, usually after a lot of effort, time or money has been invested. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, have you heard about Sam's new online store?
Yeah, I have. He invested a lot of time and money in it, right?
Yes, he did. But all that hard work and dedication have finally paid off.
Perk up. To perk up means to become more alert, active, or lively, to improve in mood, energy, or spirits. Let's see an example.
What's wrong, Tony? You look so down today.
I didn't get enough sleep last night, and I am feeling so tired and low.
Why don't you grab a cup of coffee? It might help you perk up for the day.
Phase out. The phrasal verb phase out means to gradually reduce or eliminate something over time, often to replace it with something else. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you heard that they're phasing out the old model of smartphones?
Really? Why?
They're introducing a new model with better features, so they want to stop producing the old one to focus on the new one.
Pick on. To constantly criticize, tease, or harass someone, usually in a way that is unfair or unwarranted. Let's see an example.
Why are you always picking on your little brother? He's just a kid.
I know, I shouldn't do it. I'll try to be nicer to him.
Pick out. The phrasal verb pick out means to choose or select something from a group or a larger number of things. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to come shopping with me?
Sure, why not?
I need to pick out a dress for my cousin's wedding. Can you help me choose one?
Pick up. To lift, grasp or collect something or someone, often from the ground, by using your hands. Let's see an example.
Tony, could you please help me pick up this branch? It's blocking the way.
Sure thing, Jane. Let me get it. Pile up. To accumulate a large quantity of something, especially in an untidy or disorganized manner. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you seen the laundry pile up in the corner of your room? It looks like a mountain.
Yeah, I know. I've been so busy with work that I haven't had time to do the laundry.
Play along. To participate in a plan or activity, often pretending or acting along with others despite knowing it is not true, in order to avoid conflict or to have fun. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to play a prank on our friend Thomas?
Sure, what do you have in mind?
We can tell him that his favorite band is in town and that we can get tickets for their concert, but make him run around the city with us just for fun.
That sounds hilarious. Let's do it.
Play down. To minimize or make something seem less important or significant than it really is. Let's see an example.
I heard that you won the spelling bee. Congratulations.
Oh, it wasn't that big of a deal. I just got lucky.
Don't play down your achievement. You worked really hard for it. Plow through. To work through something with determination and persistence, despite difficulties or obstacles. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you finished your assignment yet?
No, I still have a lot of reading to do.
Oh, I finished mine yesterday. It took me all weekend, but I just had to plow through it.
Point out. To draw someone's attention to something, usually by indicating its location or existence. Let's see an example.
Look, Tony, that's the new sports store.
Where? I don't see it.
It's over there, next to the cinema. Let me point it out for you.
Pop up. The phrasal verb pop up means to appear unexpectedly or suddenly, usually without any prior indication or warning. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, do you want to go out for dinner tonight?
Sorry, I can't tonight. I have a last-minute meeting that just popped up. Pull off. To accomplish something successfully despite difficulty or challenges. Let's see an example.
I heard you're going to try out for the basketball team. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot.
That's great, but aren't you a little short for basketball?
I know, but I've been practicing and I think I can pull it off.
Pull through. To recover from an illness, injury, or difficulty. Let's see an example.
Hi Tony, how's your grandpa doing?
Thanks for asking, he's pulling through.
Push around. To bully or treat someone in a harsh or dominating manner. Let's see an example.
Why are you so upset?
My boss is always pushing me around, assigning me extra work, and criticizing everything I do.
Put away. The phrasal verb put away means to place something in its designated location, usually after it has been used or is no longer needed. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, can you put away the dishes after dinner tonight?
Sure thing, Jane. I'll put them in the dishwasher and put away the leftovers in the fridge.
Put off. To put off means to delay or postpone something until a later time, or to cause someone to lose interest in doing something. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, I was thinking we could go to the farmer's market today.
Sorry, Jane, I need to put that off until next week. I have a work deadline to meet.
Put over. The phrasal verb put over means to communicate or express something clearly and effectively to someone. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you hear about the new project our boss wants us to work on?
No, what is it about?
Well, our boss wants us to come up with a new marketing strategy for our product and present it to the clients next week.
Oh wow, that's a big responsibility. How are we going to put over our ideas effectively to the clients?
Put up with. To tolerate or endure something that is unpleasant or annoying. Let's see an example.
I can't stand your loud music anymore. It's been keeping me up all night.
Sorry, Jane. I'll try to turn it down.
No, you don't understand. I can't put up with it anymore. I need my sleep.
Rack up. Rack up means to accumulate or gather something over time, especially in terms of points, debts, or expenses. Let's see an example.
I'm so stressed out about my credit card debt. I've been trying to pay it off, but I keep racking up more charges.
Yeah, I feel you. I racked up a bunch of charges last month when I went on that trip.
Rake in. Rake in means to make a large amount of money, profits or gains in a given time period. Let's see an example.
What is your New Year's resolution this year, Tony?
I want to rake in more money this year. I think it's time for me to start a new business. Rattle off. To say something quickly and fluently without much effort. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, do you remember all the 50 states of the U.S.?
Sure, I can rattle them off right now: Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California.
Read up on. To study or learn about something by reading extensively. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you ever heard about the ancient Egyptian civilization?
Not really. Why do you ask?
I read an article about it yesterday and found it really interesting. You should read up on it too.
Reel in. To attract or draw in something or someone, like a fish to a hook, or to gain control over a situation. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you hear that our company signed a huge new client?
Really? How did we manage that?
Well, our top salesperson, Alex, was able to reel them in with his impressive pitch and negotiating skills.
Rely on. To trust or depend on someone or something. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you please pick me up from the airport tomorrow? My flight arrives at 4 p.m.
Sure, Jane. You can rely on me to be there on time.
Ring up. The phrasal verb ring up means to make a telephone call to someone or to refer to the total cost of a sale in a store. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, have you seen my phone? I can't seem to find it anywhere.
No, I haven't. Why do you ask?
Well, I need to ring up my friend to confirm our meeting tonight. She's not picking up her cell phone.
Rip off. To rip someone off means to overcharge or cheat them out of money or some other valuable thing. Let's see an example. Hey, Tony. How was your vacation in Hawaii?
It was great, but I think I got ripped off by one of the street vendors. Roll up. To arrive at a place or event in a casual or unannounced way. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, how did you get here?
I just decided to roll up and surprise everyone.
Root for. To root for someone means to support or cheer for them, usually during a competition, difficult situation, or when they're trying to achieve a goal. Let's see an example.
Are you going to watch the game tonight?
Yeah, I am. Are you gonna root for anyone in particular?
Definitely. I'm rooting for our hometown team.
Rough up. Rough up is a phrasal verb that means to treat someone with physical roughness or violence. Let's see an example.
Why do you have a black eye, Tony?
I met a group of guys in the alley last night and they roughed me up for my money.
Round up. Round up refers to gathering or collecting things, usually people, animals, or things that are scattered or dispersed. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to join us for a movie tonight?
I can't. I still have to round up my kids from their friend's house before I can join you guys.
Rub off on. When something rubs off on you, it means that you start to adopt or acquire certain qualities or traits of a person or a thing you spend time with. Let's see an example. I don't know why I've been listening to this kind of music lately, it's not really my style.
Oh, that's probably because you've been hanging out with Carl all the time. His music taste is rubbing off on you. Rule out. Rule out means to eliminate or exclude something as a possibility. Let's see an example.
I'm thinking of inviting Mark to the party tonight, but I'm not sure if he's available.
Why don't you just give him a call and ask?
I already did, but he didn't answer. I guess I'll just have to rule him out.
Run around. The phrasal verb run around means to move or go quickly from one place to another. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what have you been up to?
Oh, I've been running around all day. I had to go to the post office, the bank, and the grocery store. Run into. To meet someone unexpectedly or by chance. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you run into Rob lately?
As a matter of fact, I did run into him at the coffee shop last week. Run out of. The phrasal verb run out of means to exhaust or use up all of something. Let's see an example.
Do you have any more milk? I need to make pancakes for breakfast.
Sorry, I think we ran out of milk yesterday. Run over. The phrasal verb run over means to hit someone or something with a vehicle that results in injury or damage. It can also mean to review or go through something quickly. Let's see an example.
Have you heard about the accident with Sarah's dog? She was run over by a car yesterday.
Oh my God. Is she okay?
Rustle in. To make a soft, crackling sound while moving. Let's see an example.
Did you hear that rustling in the bushes?
Yeah, it's probably just a squirrel.
Rustle up. To quickly prepare or make something, especially food. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, are you hungry yet?
Yeah, I could eat something. But there's nothing in the fridge.
No problem, I'll rustle up some spaghetti with tomato sauce.
Screw up. When someone screws up, it means they made a mistake or did something wrong. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you hear about Sarah's presentation at work?
No, I didn't. What happened?
She screwed up big time. She forgot her notes, and her PowerPoint presentation wouldn't work. See through. To see through means to not be deceived by someone or something, to understand their true intentions or motives. Let's see an example.
I don't trust our new boss. He seems too nice.
I know what you mean, but I think we should give him a chance before we make any assumptions.
I just have a feeling he's not what he appears to be.
I understand, but we need to see through his actions and judge him based on his work.
Set in. The phrasal verb set in means to begin and continue in a serious or permanent way. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you noticed how cold it's getting?
Yeah, I think winter is setting in.
Set out. The phrasal verb set out, it means to start something with a particular aim or goal in mind. Let's see an example. What are your plans for the weekend, Tony?
I'm going to set out to clean my apartment and organize my closet. Set up. Set up is a phrasal verb which means to arrange or create something, typically a project, a plan, a trap, or a device. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you set up the meeting with the clients yet?
Yes, I have. It's scheduled for tomorrow at 2 p.m.
Settle down. Settle down means to calm down or become peaceful after a period of excitement or activity, or to establish oneself in a stable and comfortable environment. Let's see an example.
Tony, you seem so excited. What's going on?
I just got a promotion at work. I can't believe it.
Wow. Congratulations. When are you going to celebrate?
I don't know. I think I need some time to settle down and process everything.
Show off. To show off means to boast or display one's abilities or possessions in a way that is excessive and seeks attention. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you seen Sarah's new car? It's a Ferrari.
Yeah, she's been showing it off all week.
Size up. The phrasal verb size up means to carefully evaluate or assess something or someone, typically in order to form an opinion or make a decision. Let's see an example.
So, what's the expected salary for this position? Have you done any research on it?
No, not yet. But once we get the job offer, we can size up the benefits and compensation package and make a decision. Slip up. Slip up means to make a mistake or to do something wrong unintentionally. Let's see an example. Tony, did you hear about Susan's accident?
No, what happened?
She was supposed to send an important email to the client, but she accidentally sent the wrong one. She really slipped up this time.
Slow down. Slow down is a phrasal verb which means to decrease the speed at which something is happening or moving. Let's see an example.
Tony, slow down. You're walking too fast. I can't keep up with you.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realize I was walking so fast.
Soak up. To absorb something completely, like a sponge absorbs water. Let's see an example.
Wow, Tony, you're really soaking up the sun. You're getting so tan.
Yeah, I just love coming to the beach and soaking up some rays.
Sort out. To sort out means to solve a problem or to organize something. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you sorted out your accommodation for the trip next week?
No, I haven't. I've been so busy with work.
Speak up. To speak loudly and clearly so that people can hear you. Let's see an example.
I can't hear you, Tony. Can you speak up?
Sure, sorry about that. Is this better?
Spin off. Spin off is a phrasal verb that means to create a separate company or organization from a larger one, usually to focus on a specific product or service. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, did you hear that Google is planning to spin off their self-driving car project into a new company called Waymo?
No way, that's big news. But why would they do that?
Stand out. To be easily noticeable or to be more impressive or important than others. Let's see an example.
Wow, look at that painting. It really stands out from the rest.
Yeah, it's definitely the most eye-catching artwork in the gallery.
Stick to. Stick to is a phrasal verb that means to continue doing or following something without changing or deviating from it. It can also mean to adhere to a decision or plan previously made. Let's see an example. I'm trying to cut back on my hours at work, but it's been tough.
Why don't you stick to your original plan and only work part-time?
Sum up. To summarize or give a brief account of something. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, can you sum up what happened in the meeting?
Yeah, sure, we discussed our sales figures, new project ideas, and decided to schedule the next meeting for next week.
Switch off. To stop paying attention or lose interest in something. Let's see an example.
Tony, why aren't you watching the movie?
I don't know, I can't seem to focus.
You should try switching off your phone and other distractions.
Take off. To leave a particular place or situation. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what time are you taking off work today?
I am taking off work at 5 p.m. today.
Take over. Take over means to assume control or responsibility for something or someone. Let's see an example. Hey Tony, have you heard about the new project at work?
No, what's up?
Well, our boss is retiring and I heard that the company is looking for someone to take over his position.
Take up. Take up means to start a new activity, hobby, or interest. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, I was thinking of taking up running to get in shape. Do you want to join me?
Sure, that sounds like a great idea. When do you want to start? Talk over. Talk over means to discuss something with another person or a group in order to come to a decision or understanding about it. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you thought about our vacation plan for this year?
Not really, why?
Well, I found some great deals for Mexico, but I wanted to talk it over with you first.
Team up. Team up means to work together with someone or a group of people to achieve a common goal or objective. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, I heard you're working on a project for the science fair.
Yeah, I am. I'm having a hard time figuring out the best way to set it up though.
Well, why don't we team up on it? I did the science fair last year, so I might be able to help you out. Tear apart. To criticize or attack someone or something harshly or destructively, often in a way that causes damage. Let's see an example. What did you think of the performance by the opening act?
Honestly, I thought they were terrible. The lead singer's voice was so weak.
Really? I thought they were pretty good.
Well, I guess we'll have to agree to disagree. But I've seen some critics tear apart their music online.
Tear down. Tear down is a phrasal verb that means to demolish or destroy a building, structure, or object. Let's see an example.
Have you seen the old abandoned factory on the outskirts of town?
Yeah, why?
Well, they're going to tear it down and build a new shopping center there.
Tear up. To tear something up means to rip or shred it into pieces. Let's see an example.
What are you doing with those old papers?
I'm tearing them up. They're no longer needed.
Think over. When you think over something, you take some time to consider it carefully before making a decision. Let's see an example.
I'm thinking about quitting my job, Tony. It's just not fulfilling anymore.
Oh, really? You should think that over before making any rushed decisions.
Throw away. To dispose of something that is no longer useful or needed. Let's see an example.
Tony, why are you throwing away that old t-shirt?
I've had it for years, and it's all faded now. It's time to get rid of it.
Tie up. Tie up is a phrasal verb that means to secure something by tying or binding it, or to occupy or keep someone busy so they cannot do something else. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, are you free tonight?
I'm afraid not. I have to tie up some loose ends at work before the deadline tomorrow.
Touch up. To make small changes or improvements to something in order to improve its appearance or quality. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you finished the painting you were working on last week?
Yeah, I finished it, but I didn't like the way it turned out. So, I decided to touch it up this weekend. Track down. To track down means to locate or find someone or something that was previously difficult to find. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you found your lost wallet yet?
No, I've been looking for it everywhere, but I can't seem to track it down.
Try on. The phrasal verb try on means to put on a piece of clothing to see if it fits or looks good before deciding to buy or wear it. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you seen this new dress I bought yesterday?
No, I haven't. Did you try it on?
Yes, I did. It fits perfectly and looks great on me.
Try out. To test or experiment with something to see how it works or how good it is. Let's see an example.
Have you tried out the new Italian restaurant down the street?
No, not yet. Is it any good?
I don't know. I wanted to try it out first before recommending it to you.
Tune in. To focus one's attention on something, often a TV or radio program, to listen or watch it. Let's see an example.
Are you ready to watch that new show tonight?
What show?
The one I told you about last week. It's finally premiering tonight.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's tune into that tonight.
Tune up. Tune up means to improve or adjust something, typically a machine or instrument, to make it work better or perform more efficiently. Let's see an example.
Tony, is your piano sounding off these days?
Yes, I think it's out of tune. I need to tune it up.
Turn down. To refuse an offer or invitation. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, are you coming to the party tonight?
I'm afraid I have to turn down your invitation, Jane. I have to finish a project for work.
Turn on. Turn on is a phrasal verb that means to activate or start a device, machine, or electrical appliance. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you turn on the TV?
Sure, which channel do you want?
Uncover up. Uncover up is a phrasal verb that means to reveal or expose something that was previously hidden or covered up. Let's see an example.
Have you heard about the scandal at the company?
No, what happened?
Apparently, the CEO was engaged in some shady business deals, and the board of directors tried to cover it up.
Wow, it's a good thing someone was able to uncover up the truth.
Update on. The phrasal verb update on means to provide someone with the most recent information about a particular situation or event. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you heard about the upcoming staff meeting?
No, I haven't. Can you update me on the details? Uptake on. Uptake on means to take on or accept a responsibility or task. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, have you finished the report for the meeting tomorrow?
No, not yet. Can you help me out?
Sure, I can uptake on some of the research for you.
Use up. To use all of something so that there is none left. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, can you give me a ride to the grocery store?
Sorry, I can't. I'm almost out of gas and need to go fill up my car.
That's too bad. I needed to buy a few things, and I don't want to use up all my money on a cab.
Usher in. The phrasal verb usher in means to bring forth, introduce or mark the beginning of something new or significant. Let's see an example. Hey, Tony, do you know when the concert starts?
It is starting at 7 p.m. sharp. The opening act is going to usher in the main performance.
Utter out. To express something in words, often unconsciously or unintentionally. Let's see an example.
Did you hear what happened to our boss yesterday?
No, what happened?
During the meeting, he just uttered out his true feelings about the company.
Value at. The phrasal verb value at means to have a certain worth or price at a specific point in time. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you see that painting sold for $1 million?
Yes, I did. But last year, it was valued at only 100 grand. Vamp up. To vamp up means to improve or increase the level of performance or excitement of something. Let's see an example.
I heard you're performing at the open mic night tonight. Are you nervous?
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like my set needs something extra to make it stand out.
Why don't you try vamping it up by adding some drums or a keyboard to your guitar playing? Vanish into. The phrasal verb vanish into means to disappear or go away suddenly and completely, often without a trace. Let's see an example.
Hey, have you seen my phone? I can't find it anywhere.
No, sorry. Maybe it vanished into thin air.
Veg out. To describe the act of relaxing and doing nothing, typically while watching TV or engaging in other low-effort activities. Let's see an example.
What did you do this weekend, Tony?
Nothing much. I just vegged out at home and watched movies all day.
Venture into. To go into or explore a new or unknown place, situation or activity that involves some risk or uncertainty. Let's see an example.
What are you up to this weekend?
I am thinking of venturing into the world of rock climbing. Venture out. Venture out means to go out of one's usual or safe zone, to take a risk and explore a new or unfamiliar place or situation. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, do you want to come with me to that new restaurant in town?
I don't know. I've never been there before. What if the food is bad?
Come on, let's just venture out and try something different. We might discover our new favorite restaurant.
Verge on. To be very close to a particular state or condition, often something negative or extreme. Let's see an example.
How was your meeting with the boss today?
It was intense. He was really angry and the conversation was getting pretty heated. I thought he was going to fire me at one point.
Wow, that sounds tough. What did you do?
Well, I tried to stay calm and professional, but I have to admit, I was pretty nervous. It felt like we were verging on disaster for a while there.
Verify with. Verify with is a phrasal verb that means to confirm or check something with someone or something else. Let's see an example.
Tony, did you verify with the supplier about the delivery date?
Yes, I did. They confirmed it will be next Tuesday.
Vest in. Vest in means to put authority, power, or rights into the possession or control of someone or something. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, did you hear about the new company policies?
No, what's changed?
Well, the CEO has decided to vest all decision-making power in the senior managers.
Vibrate with. To feel extremely excited or passionate about something. Let's see an example.
I'm so excited for this concert tonight, I can't stop shaking.
I know, the energy in the stadium is just vibrating with anticipation.
Vie for. To compete or strive for something, especially in a determined or ambitious way. Let's see an example.
Have you heard about that new job opening at the company downtown?
Yes, I have, and I'm planning to apply for it.
Really? I was also thinking of applying for it. Looks like we'll be vying for the same position.
Voiceover. A voiceover refers to a technique used in television, movies, or video production where a narrator's voice is heard speaking over the visual action on screen. Let's see an example. I saw this really interesting documentary last night about wildlife conservation.
Oh, cool. What was it about?
It was about the effects of hunting on endangered species. There was a voiceover explaining the facts while showing footage of the animals in their natural habitats.
Vomit up. To vomit forcefully and expel the contents of one's stomach. Let's see an example.
Are you feeling okay, Tony? You look really pale.
I shouldn't have eaten that sushi for lunch. I think I'm gonna vomit up my entire meal.
Vouch for. To guarantee, confirm, or support the truth or reliability of someone or something. Let's see an example. I'm thinking of hiring a new accountant for my business, but I'm not sure if I can trust her.
Don't worry, I can vouch for her. She used to work for me and did a great job.
Vow by. The phrasal verb vow by means to swear by or pledge allegiance to someone or something, often as a sign of loyalty or commitment. Let's see an example.
I'm a diehard fan of the Green Bay Packers. I vow by them.
Really? I'm surprised. I thought you were a fan of the Chicago Bears.
Vow to. The phrasal verb vow to means to make a solemn promise or commitment to do something. Let's see an example. I heard you're going to quit smoking, Tony.
Yes, I am. I vow to quit smoking once and for all.
Voyage through. To travel through or explore a place or area. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, I heard you went on a road trip last weekend. Where did you go?
Yeah, we voyaged through the Pacific Northwest, all the way from Oregon to Washington.
Wait around. To spend time waiting for something or someone without doing anything else. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, what are you doing?
Not much, just waiting around for my friend to finish work.
How long are you going to wait?
I'm not sure, maybe another hour or so. Wait for. Wait for means to stay in a place or delay an action until something or someone arrives or is ready. Let's see an example.
Tony, are you ready to go to the cinema?
Not yet, Jane. I have to wait for my cousin to pick up his phone.
Wait up. To stay awake or delay going to bed until someone else arrives. Let's see an example.
I'm going to head to bed, it's getting late. Are you waiting up for your sister?
Yeah, she said she'd be home soon, so I want to make sure she gets in okay. Wake up. To wake up means to stop sleeping and become conscious. Let's see an example.
What time did you wake up this morning, Tony?
I woke up at 6 a.m. so that I could get to work early.
Walk away. Walk away means to leave a situation, often because you don't want to be involved in a conflict or don't agree with what's happening. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, did you see the argument happening in the park?
Yeah, I did. It was getting pretty heated.
What happened next? Did you stay to watch?
No, I decided to just walk away. I didn't want to get involved in someone else's argument.
Walk out. To leave a place suddenly and unexpectedly in protest or as a sign of disapproval. Let's see an example. What's going on? Why did everyone just walk out of the meeting?
They're not happy with how the company is handling the new policy on work hours. They decided to walk out in protest. Wander off. To wander off means to leave a place without any specific plan or direction. Let's see an example.
Hey, have you seen Tony? We were supposed to meet him here. Friend, no, I haven't seen him. Maybe he wandered off again.
Warm up. To prepare for physical activity by doing some stretching exercises or by increasing the intensity of the activity gradually. Let's see an example.
Tony, are you ready for the basketball game later?
Not yet. I'm going to warm up first.
Wash up. To clean dishes, pots, or any other kitchen utensils with soap and water after eating or cooking. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you help me to wash up after the dinner tonight?
Sure, I will wash up all the dishes in the sink.
Waste away. To become thin and weak because of a long illness, lack of food, or extreme sadness. Let's see an example.
I haven't seen Mr. Smith around for a while. How's he doing?
Not well, I'm afraid. He's been wasting away in his bed for weeks.
That's terrible. Have you talked to his family about it?
Watch out. Watch out is a phrasal verb that means to be careful or to take caution in order to avoid danger or harm. Let's see an example.
Watch out.
What? What happened?
There's a car turning right here. We need to wait for it to pass.
Water down. To make something weaker or less potent by diluting it with water or other liquids. Let's see an example.
Hey Jane, have you tried the new cocktail at the bar?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
Not really. They watered it down too much, and it tastes like juice.
Wean off. Wean off means to gradually stop using or relying on something that one is addicted to, dependent on, or used to. Let's see an example. Tony, you look so tired. Did you sleep well last night?
No, I couldn't sleep without my phone.
You should try weaning off your phone before going to bed.
Wear off. Wear off means for the effect of something to become weaker or disappear gradually over time. Let's see an example.
Are you still feeling drowsy after taking that medicine?
Not really. The effects seem to be wearing off.
Wear out. To become or make something become exhausted or unusable due to constant use or friction. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, why did you throw out those shoes you were wearing yesterday? They looked fairly new.
Yeah, they were, but they're worn out already. I've been wearing them nonstop for 3 months.
Weather the storm. To successfully endure a difficult situation or set of circumstances. Let's see an example.
I heard you had some trouble at work, Tony. How are you holding up?
It was a tough week, but I think I can weather the storm. Weigh in. To express an opinion or contribute to a discussion, especially in a forceful or authoritative manner. Let's see an example.
Did you hear about the new environmental policy our company is implementing?
Yeah, I did. I think it's a good step towards sustainability.
Thanks for weighing in, Tony. What do you suggest they do now?
Whip up. To quickly prepare or produce something, especially food. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, what are you cooking for dinner tonight?
I'm not sure yet. I'm thinking of whipping up some pasta with tomato sauce. Wipe off. To clean or remove something completely with a cloth or hand. Let's see an example.
Tony, I accidentally spilled coffee on the table. Do you have any tissue paper to wipe it off?
Sure, here you go.
Wipe out. To completely destroy or eliminate something, usually in a sudden or surprising manner. Let's see an example.
Did you hear about the storm last night?
Yeah, it was crazy. It completely wiped out half the town.
Wise up. To wise up means to become smarter or more knowledgeable about a situation or topic, often after a period of being naive or ignorant. Let's see an example.
I can't believe I fell for that sales pitch and bought those overpriced supplements.
Yeah, that's why you need to wise up and do your research before making impulsive purchases.
Work out. To solve a problem or to be successful in a particular activity, plan, or endeavor. Let's see an example.
Hey, Tony, have you figured out how to solve the math problem from yesterday's assignment?
Yeah, I spent some time on it last night, and it finally worked out.
Worry about. Worry about is a phrasal verb that means to feel anxious or concerned about something or someone. Let's see an example.
I'm really worried about my upcoming exam. I haven't had enough time to study.
Don't worry too much. You always do well on your tests.
Wrap up. The phrasal verb wrap up means to complete or finish something, often quickly or efficiently. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, we need to wrap up our meeting now. I have another appointment in 15 minutes.
Sure, Jane, we just have a few more things to discuss.
Write down. To write something on a piece of paper so that you don't forget it. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you please write down the name of that restaurant you were talking about?
Sure thing, it's called the Red Lantern. I'll write it down for you.
Yammer away. To talk continuously or excessively in a complaining, whining, or annoying way. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you talked to Rachel lately?
Yeah, she called me yesterday and yammered away for an hour about her bad day at work.
Yank up. To yank up means to pull forcefully or abruptly upwards. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you help me yank up these weeds from my garden?
Sure, let me grab a pair of gloves first.
Yap at. Yap at is a phrasal verb used to describe when someone speaks or talks in a negative, critical, or complaining way, usually in a non-stop manner, to a person or animal. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, what's wrong? You seem upset.
Well, my neighbor's dog keeps yapping at me whenever I go outside to take out the trash.
Oh no, that's annoying. What does the dog do exactly?
He just sits by the fence and yaps at me the whole time.
Yearn after. Yearn after means to long for something or someone deeply and persistently. Let's see an example.
What's wrong, Tony? You seem so lost in thought.
I can't stop thinking about Maria. Even though we split up years ago, I still yearn after her.
Yearn for. To yearn for something means to have a strong desire or longing for it. Let's see an example.
What's wrong with you, Tony? You seem a bit down today.
I can't stop thinking about my hometown. I yearn for the familiar smells and sounds of the place I grew up in.
Yell at. To shout at someone often in anger or frustration. Let's see an example.
Did you hear the boss yelling at Tim in his cabin this morning?
Yeah, I did. He seemed really angry.
Yield to. To give way to someone or something, usually in a situation where there is some form of conflict or competition. Let's see an example.
I really want to go hiking this weekend, but my friend wants to go shopping.
Why don't you yield to her? You can always go hiking next weekend.
Yield up. Yield up means to give something up or surrender it. Let's see an example. What happened to that missing report you were supposed to submit today?
I had to yield it up to my boss after I realized I had made a mistake in it.
Yoke up. To join or unite two things together. Let's see an example.
Hey Tony, have you finished working on the project proposal?
Yeah, I just need to yoke up the data and present it in a coherent way.
Zero in on. To focus one's attention or aim directly on something or someone. Let's see an example.
Have you decided on which college you want to attend yet?
Not yet, there are so many options.
You should zero in on the ones with strong computer science programs since that's what you're interested in.
Zip around. To move quickly and energetically from one place to another. Let's see an example.
Tony, have you seen my keys? I can't seem to find them anywhere.
I saw them on the kitchen counter earlier. Maybe they're still there?
I already checked there, but I guess I'll look again.
Don't worry, I'll help you look. We can zip around the house and find them in no time.
Zip up. To close or to fasten a zipper. Let's see an example.
Tony, can you help me? I can't zip up the jacket.
Sure, let me help you.